casually tucked behind his back, and he presses a button on it. A long, transparent, glass-looking cylinder with a soft-looking pink inside hooked up to a tiny vein-like tube descends from the darkness of the ceiling, coming to rest right in front of the bull's cock. The horse fits the fat end of the tube over the bull's fat cock. All the while, the bull struggles and wiggles, but does little other than make his dick flop around. Once the tube is around the bull's cock, it suctions onto it tightly, making sure there's no way it could come loose. The tube suddenly begins excreting liquid from the soft insides, like sticky but slippery juice flowing from pores. It begins moving up and down at the same time, making a lewd sound, sklurch, sklurch, over and over. The sudden sensation of getting the best blowjob in the world overwhelming the bull and making his eyes cross in his head, if only for a second. The bull groans. Urgh. What the hell? The horse only smiles. This machine is designed for making bulls like you moo like silly little cows. Well, at least that's what it's supposed to be for. You'll be testing it for me. Ha! You'll never make me moo like a dumb cow. Don't be ridiculous. I'm a bull, and I'll never moo like some female cow. The bull groaned and grunted as the milking tube worked over his dick, fully encapsulating it and undoubtedly sucking it exquisitely. All of the lube and drool making his shaft slick yet tender, producing mind-blowing pleasure. Oh, won't I? We'll see about that. The horse pushed a button on his milker remote, speeding up the suction and making it tighter. The bull visibly spasming as the button is pressed. So wet and sloppy. Reminds me of your sister's mouth. The bull makes jokes, while his eyes happen and flutter every few seconds.
What?
The pleasure obviously getting to him. You know, I'm just gonna stop right here for just a second, but if you already have the line, so wet and sloppy, reminds me of your sister's mouth, you then do not need to explain in detail that he is making a joke and the pleasure is obviously getting to him, because you've already conveyed that through the Jesus fucking dialogue.
No, they have to show and tell.
Fuck. Story time is not 8th grade, and you don't show and tell.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
No. For all you budding authors out there who want to write a story about a horse making a bull ejaculate into his milking machine.
Or even if it's not specifically a horse that's making the bull ejaculate.
Even if it's not specifically a bull that's ejaculating.
No, that has to be specific.
No. If you're writing a story about an Eevee drinking a slushy and then turning into a girl
No,
Eevee.
it was pink root beer.
I don't fucking remember what it was.
You keep saying it was a slushy.
Okay.
It's not a slushy, okay?
Okay, look, I'm just gonna continue. The horse watches the bull writhe and squirm for a few seconds longer before nonchalantly opening his mouth. Alright, I've had my fun. It's time to make you moo like a cow. The bull gives a half-hearted smile, obviously knowing that this horse, this machine, could never make him moo. Yeah, alright, buddy. Whatever you say. All never happen. The horse turns towards him, remote in hand, finger on a button with 2 big blue orbs drawn above it. Really? Are you sure about that? The bull snorts. Of course, you can't make it happen. Look at me now, I'm still talking and functioning fine. I can probably even do some math. Give me a problem. The horse shakes his head and looks at the bull, smiling. Remember what you said, it'll never happen. You'll never moo like a cow giving up her milk. With that, he quickly presses the button on the remote his finger was hovering over, and the machine starts to transform! The bull's legs are quickly spread, each side of the lower part of the table branching off and spreading outwards, while the lower middle part of the table housing his bull nuts descend into the ground. His big fat bull sperm factories quickly fall and slap against the side of the table, those low-hanging seed sacs dangling in midair now. The bull winces. There is something about spreading your legs that makes jacking off feel better. But is this all you got? Ha! Suddenly, a spot on the floor just underneath his low-slung balls opened up, revealing a wide metal holder thing. That's actually what it fucking says.
Wow.
It had two indents in it, like if you took a metal cookie sheet and pressed two big holes in it, like you were going to carry around your bowling ball.
What the fuck?
This is the best story. It rose on a singular metal stick, just rising and rising and rising, until it cupped each of his gigantic fat bull cum eggs and kept rising. Now his nuts were back in their original spot in between his legs, yet his legs were spread quite far apart thanks to the machine. There was something a little off with the nut holder, the bull noticed. His nut felt tingly and a bit cold at the same time. More than metal should make him feel. The horse noticed. Oh, so you noticed the gel in the simulator, hmm? He wipes a bit of the strange substance off the side of the holder and holds it in front of the bull's face. It's light pink and very transparent. That's an aphrodisiac. A gel made from a certain flower and ground up herbs. Let's just call it moo jelly, since that's what I'm about to hear soon. The bull chuckles while feeling the sensation of the moo jelly run through his nuts. That again? Ha! This is nice and all, but there's no way I'm gonna moo like... The horse presses another button on the remote, and the bull is cut off mid-sentence. God fucking damn it.
Dude, I bet this guy ain't gonna moo ever.
The bull ball holder whirls up and starts vibrating.
Whoa.
Now the bull knows that if it had been just the metal vibrating, it would have felt way too good. But with the moo jelly under his nuts, them sitting and soaking in that concoction, it felt way... There is actually a bunch of letters. Too incredibly good. We'll never moo like a cow, right? The horse smiles, looking down at him. The bull was trying to think, but he couldn't because the tube sliding up and over his fat cock and over and over and over and over. And he tried to think, and the ball cupper with his nuts plopped in all of that moo jelly sitting there while he was getting milk with his nuts in that moo jelly while they vibrate. And he had to think, and it felt so good, his nuts vibrating in that moo jelly while his cock was slimy and slippery because it was getting stroked, and his fat bull cum sacks were just moving and vibrating and shaking and sitting in the vibrating moo jelly, and he lost it. Yeah, dude, that was a sentence. I get what they were going for, but I don't think they pulled it off. He lost it completely. His face contorted.
I think the author lost it completely.
I think the author was typing with one hand. His large, muscled body shook, and his restrained arms on either side of him trembled as his fist grasped at nothing over and over. Finally, he opened his eyes nice and wide, and they just rolled back in his skull all dumbly. His tongue flopped out of his mouth too, hanging down the side of his face as he drooled profusely. His eyes mindlessly lolled into his skull while his eyelids fluttered and half-lidded. His brow straightened instead of being bent like he was concentrating on something. That confident, cheeky, cocky grin was wiped off his face as his mouth straightened out and began to form an O. Oh god, I don't want to read this. Moo, 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 moo.
Victory.
He mooed just like a big, dumb, pathetic cow. By the way, all those moo sounds were as close as I could get it to how it was typed. The big, tough, muscle bull mooed just like the cow he never said he would, even after saying he wouldn't so many times with such easy confidence. God fucking damn it. The big, strong bull's eyes rolled back in his head, his tongue lolled from his mouth, and he mooed like a pathetic bull from getting milk. The dumb, mooing milk bull, his body jerked wildly, his hips constantly leaving the table as he humped up into the milking machine. His rapid and frantic moves were slurred with his long bull tongue lolling from his mouth. him sounding even more dumb and drunk on pleasure. They were so erratic, some were long, some were only a second, but he kept doing it over and over and over, just like he said he never would. His big dick surrendered load after stringy load to the tube. You could, the sticky. Yeah, no, this is wrong. Okay. You could the sticky white cum traveling through the plastic wire as he lay there humping up and moving over and over again with that pitiful look on his face. The horse walked over and pulled up on the bull's big nose ring hard enough to pull the bull's head with it. Nothing changed about the bull. His tongue still hung from that mouth of his, drooling madly, and his eyes stayed rolled up in his head as his eyelids fluttered as he kept on slurring out those dumb milk bull moos of his. Multiple pedestrians were walking by the warehouse outside, and they all looked at each other for a second, and then at the warehouse as the pitiful-sounding bull's moos continued. "Wow, that's one loud cow," one said. "Yeah, I pass by here almost every day, and I never heard a cow boo that loud or that many times before. I wonder what they're doing to her." The horse dropped the bull's nose piercing, and the bull's head just thudded back down onto the table, legs spasming, nuts vibrating, and him still with that pathetic milk bull look on his face while he mooed and humped into that tube, milking his cock for all it was worth. He then pulled up one of the bull's eyelids a bit, letting him get a better view of the rolled back eyeball. It clearly rolled back extra far in his head due to the milk bull being unable to stand the extreme pleasure. And there it was, his iris looking blank and vacant, twitching helplessly, barely visible as it threatened to roll completely backwards into his skull with any further prodding. He continued twitching, completely vulnerable and helpless to the pleasure of the bull's balls soaking and vibrating in the moo jelly. This is like a grand mal seizure. This is not like... You need to call a fucking doctor. The horse smirked down.
Sexy.
And the twitching and helpless coming bull, completely knowing that this would happen. "I thought you said you wouldn't moo like a big dumb milk bull. I thought you said you would never moo like some dumb female cow, and now look at you. You look much more pathetic than some cow getting milked, and you're certainly mooing much louder than one too. You probably can't even hear me, you dumb milk bull." And he couldn't. Just drooling and slurring out those babbly and defeated moves, the bull's left leg just continued to twitch and spasm as the cum flowed up into that milking tube, while his nuts vibrated violently in the sludgy goo that robbed him of his dignity. Moo jelly. That's the end of the story.
That was a good story.
I'm gonna comment on this story and say I think that bull needs a fucking doctor.
You're gonna get downvoted.
They're downvoting on FA. There. I commented it. I think I'm guessing the other two stories visible on the first page are called Ramad's Nuts and Ramad's Balls, and I can almost guarantee they're going to be the same thing.
Dude, no way.
No, they're all about testicles, apparently. I'm not gonna read them.
Yeah, Lego Trope wrote some weird stuff.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised if it was Legotrope. He has so many fetishes. That's why he didn't want anybody to know about his Fur Affinity account. Because of all the fetishes.
He took my advice and made this one account that had all these crazy fetishes, so that when people found his real account, they would just be like, "Oh, that's tame in comparison."
He should just do what I do and draw a bunch of really shitty scribbles and upload all of them and make sure there's lots of fetish content.
Yeah, Lego Trope refuses to upload a bunch of his stuff.
I need to show Glocktory the picture I drew for her. Hey Glocktory, this is the picture I drew for you.
It's true.
I passed out at some point, but when I woke up I just finished it. The bondages.
just like you asked for.
And when I'm at the beach, I'm in a Speedo trying to tan my cheeks.
Girl,
Drink.
look at that river.
She works out.
Look at the mouth on that river. Look at the riverbed. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. See, I didn't know that because her tongue was pink. We talked about this actually in some.
Yeah. But
Also,
no.
I think I did a pretty good job with the colors, and I didn't color pick at all. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. There we go. All better.
All purpley.
All better. Tommy, do you want me to draw the janitor's picture? What's the rule?
Probably
I think
something about vaginas.
there's no picture of River's vaginas up on the internet. I looked. I went into the fur affinities and I looked, and I didn't see it. Do you want me to draw the janitor's picture? Because I think that's hilarious. I drew Ski Dragon too. Although this should probably be like a bad dragon dildo flying out of his butt.
It should be in the Yeti's hand.
There's one like skiing down the mountain after him.
Oh damn. So do you play as the Dragon Dildo?
Yes. Watch out, because the Yeti has chance flared with cum too.
Her groin is black scaled.
Oh, well, you know what? Some fucking goddamn it. grape it is and what kind of wine you're making, it's actually supposed to um, ferment for a different amount of time. So wines will actually go bad. Like finding the oldest wine is not necessarily a good thing.
Dude, what the fuck? Wine is too hard.
Yeah, dude, it's hard on purpose because it makes you into some kind of faggot if you actually know all this shit. But the point is, people can be giant faggots at each other and be like, so like, if you just pick the oldest wine, that's probably wrong because if it ferments for too long, it'll actually be bad. There's a
Just pick the
specific
most expensive one.
that is probably a good indicator of how good it's going to be. I've had some Opus One, which is like $200 a bottle, and it was fucking awesome.
Did you moo like a cow?
I did not moo like a cow. My eyes didn't roll so far up in my head that if you pulled up my eyelid, you could tell that they would roll all the way backwards, which doesn't even make any fucking sense, and is also really stupid.
He was looking at his fucking brain, okay?
But the reason that I got to drink the Opus One is because it was sold at an auction, and the reason it was sold was because it was a year past its drink date. I couldn't fucking tell the difference. It tasted fucking ridiculously awesome.
Dude, you probably would have mooed like a cow if it hadn't been.
Probably so. And remember, so you know how you see people swish a wine glass around in a circle? I think I draw
No.
you some pictures about wine. I hate this fucking Nyan song. I don't even know why I have it on my computer, much less why it's in my fucking playlist.
Do you know why you always sing along to it?
No. So let me like explain some things about wine to you. This stream is educational. Let me draw my persona. Oops, that's a little too retarded.
Wow. That's crazy talk, man. Oh man, Octory Spring Break Woo. Oh man, he is so happy.
He's always very happy.
He's like extra happy.
And I put the teeth C's in. They're a very important part of the character design.
They're how you tell he's even happier.
Spring break, woo! Who wants to learn about wine?
He's on spring break right now.
Well, you know what's funny? His face is so stupid and big that I can't actually draw him holding the wine glass. Because his arm is not nearly long enough.
Just have him balance it on his nose.
I gotta try his little feetsies.
It's very important.
fuck am I doing?
I think you know exactly what you're doing.
I don't think I do. Giving you way too much credit if you think that. If I can start giggling stupidly at my own stupid picture, I'm obviously not really considering the stupid picture all that much.
Well, you're totally legit for Sona. It's just so fancy you can't deal with it. Dude, that maitre d is a dick.
He's a ghost wizard, like you said.
Yeah, but didn't say he was like literally a penis. Lucid says he has to have a mustache. That's a requirement.
He has to have like a thin mustache though, not like an actual good mustache.
And now he's a ghost wizard.
Alright, I'll make him not shaped exactly like a penis.
Dude, I hope your penis isn't shaped like that. With all the squiggles at the bottom.
Well, it clearly has the squiggles at the bottom. I mean,
You just made him more like a dick.
I'm fixing it, okay?
You're gonna make all the bulls moo. Now you're giving him veins.
I'm making him less like a dick.
That's like literally the opposite of what you're doing right now.
No way. You just don't know what a dick is shaped like, obviously.
Guess not.
Anything like a dick.
Man.
So you know how you can tell a sommelier? Like, only the fanciest restaurants have a sommelier. You have to go to school in France.
They would be black because they're from Somalia.
No. It is basically the opposite of that.
They're fucking
They have a sweet ass
albino.
chain. Actually, it is kind of like black people. They have a sweet ass chain, and their sweet ass chain has a fucking cup on the bottom.
What the fuck?
Not even lying. That's like real.
It's so fucking stupid.
Because the thing is, if you say the wine isn't any good, they pour a little bit in the cup that hangs off their chain and taste it, and they're like, "Oh, you're right," or they're like, "No, you're fucking dumb. It's supposed to taste like that."
You know what? He actually doesn't look like a penis anymore. He looped back around, just like Lucid said.
His arm comes from like way down there. I don't know why.
Don't give a fuck, he's a ghost wizard.
This is like the best picture I've ever drawn.
It might be. Look at how happy he is.
It shouldn't make me fucking laugh when I look at my own thing that I drew.
Maybe your doppelganger drew it.
There's no dolphin ganger, okay?
Dude, there's so many dolphin gangs.
Only off the coast of fucking the UK and off the coast of California.
Fucking represent. He's just so happy.
Oh, okay, what was I supposed to be explaining with this picture?
Wine?
Oh, yeah, remember now. I was gonna, like, explain how to hold a wine glass, but that's obviously not gonna happen, because this is not how you do it. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the mopping one. I actually looked up pictures of Lynn. I would have started it a few minutes ago, but I didn't have any pictures of Lynn, and I had to look them up.
Alors, voilà. Ignorant
That's
comme
why you
l'hiver.
found that one story. Just totally looking for
that was me too.
references.
That was me doing a search for a cow face
Just references.
on FA because I believe I said there were no Ahegao faces on
Yeah, you
FA.
said there were
Like,
absolutely none.
Les gens
you were like, you're a liar. Fucking, that's not true.
sans soleil.
And then I looked it up, and sure enough, it was super true. I can pour the wine from like really tall in the air too.
Dude,
So when you pour wine in a wine glass, you fill it up basically only to the widest part of the glass, and you don't put any more wine in it. And you hold it either at the bottom of the stem, or the California way is really dumb. You hold it by the bottom of the glass, which seems to me like you just fucking pour wine all over yourself. But I've been doing it a lot during these streams, and I haven't poured wine all
why?
over myself, so maybe you don't. But
Why
it
would
seems
you
to be,
do that?
huh?
Why would you do that?
Because I figured you'd pour wine all over yourself, so I wanted to see if you'd pour wine all over yourself by doing it when I was really drunk. So,
You could have started it with when I was really drunk. And it would have made more sense.
well, I probably made the decision while I was sober. I'm not sure anymore. Let's draw these lines in purple. Alright. This is the final Psalm stream picture. I might draw more stuff after this, but it'll just be really stupid. This one won't be stupid. It's super not stupid. Also, it's really good.
Is it as good as the wine tasting persona?
No, because that's the only good picture I've ever drawn. So,
Does this come close?
yes, I think the idea is hilarious. I don't know if the execution will be because I'm pretty sauced. And yet I continue to drink. And yet it is 8 o'clock in the morning.
I
I'm
thought you
getting
said you
kinda hungry.
weren't gonna drink.
When did I say that?
You said you're like getting water and not gonna drink anymore.
No, look, just because you're getting water doesn't mean you're not going to drink
Well,
anymore.
like you also said you weren't going to drink anymore because you needed to sober up or something.
I'll sober up by just tapering off. That makes sense, right?
Don't go cold turkey, that's ridiculous.
Exactly, that's silly. What did I read? I read something where somebody actually did that. It was like super the dumbest thing. They were like, well, I just switched to beer or something because I had to taper off. I was really drunk. No. When you want to sober up, you should just stop fucking drinking. You shouldn't try to fucking taper off. That is the dumbest thing ever.
You have to be safe.
Alcohol is not heroin, believe it or not.
Well, you have to taper off of everything.
No.
You have to taper off of dicks.
Only if they're Pokemon dicks, because they go like this. And this is the narrowest part, and this is the widest part, so you have to taper off.
Man, Seal went cold turkey on Pokemon dicks, though.
Oh, it probably was Archer. Archer is hilarious, though. Yeah, it was Archer. That's right. It was really funny, because Archer is really funny. Oh, I was going to explain. This is what I was actually going to explain. Let me go back to the wine picture right quick. I'm just going to draw this like on a literally just on top of the whole picture. Like this. Just literally like over the top of everything. Okay, that's a really crooked wine glass. Let me start over. That's a much less crooked wine glass. This looks more like a champagne flute, but pretend like it doesn't look like a champagne flute.
I'm good at pretending.
So, like, they put some wine in the bottom, and you swish it around in a circle, right? Yeah. It was the one with the train. It was one of the recent episodes. I'm holding my glass California style. I almost poured wine all over my fucking external hard drive doing this.
You should probably stop doing that. You're just trying
It's
to
really dumb. I don't know who came up with this. This is like the stupidest thing
fucking
in the world.
Californians.
So you swish the wine in a circle. Wow, this glass is so filthy that it's not really doing it. That's amazing. This glass is fucking disgusting looking, by the way. Drinking out of it and touching it with your stupid hands for like 3 days makes a wine glass really fucking gross.
Why are you like touching the inside of the wine glass with your hands?
I'm not touching the inside. I don't know. Fuck. I think I did.
I wasn't getting it dirty.
Yeah, it's not doing it right. Well, because it's so filthy. That's amazing.
What
So anyway,
you've been doing with it?
I don't know. Who fucking
Just
knows?
keep your dick in it, or what?
Probably. I guess I could do that. No, my dick is in my underwear. I can't do that. So you swish it around, and the reason you swish it around is after you spin it, like the wine goes up the lip, okay, like that, and then
That sounds sexy.
when you stop swishing it, gotta draw it. Stop swishing, Lee. This is important. I'm educating you, fucking people. The wine that you swished up the lip will trail back down, but it'll trail back down like this, little lines of wine. That is called legs, and the wine is supposed to have legs. That is a good thing for it to have.
Holy shit, I never knew that wine had legs.
So when people talking about a wine having legs, that's what they're talking about. It's when you swish it around.
Well, they
But if
better
your
go
glass-
catch it.
Oh no, it does have legs. Okay, I can see it. It's just that the wine glass is so filthy that it's hard for me to see it. Because there's fucking fingerprints and shit all over it, and some fucking gunk at the top that I don't even
Dude,
know
you
it.
gotta get those fingerprints off. They're gonna get you.
That's how they'll catch me on CSI. Oh no, this
Yes.
wine has like awesome legs. Fuck. I was just like not seeing it for the fingerprints. Whoa, they're actually pretty ridiculous. I wish I could show you guys this. Wait, I can.
You totally can.
Power of the webcams. Let me find
You can show us
XSplit.
the sweet gams on that wine.
I'll show you everything forever.
You turn into a robot.
It's because I literally opened XSplit, I guess.
Well, don't do that then.
Okay, wait. No, you can see my stupid face. Alright. Can you see the wine glass?
Oh man, it is so tiny. It's a tiny little image.
It's getting bigger. So you swish it around like this, and the little pieces that are trailing down is the legs.
That's sexy.
And this is holding it California style, just so you guys know what I'm talking about.
That's terrifying.
Such a bad idea. You can hold it also.
Dude, you were probably trying to hold your lamp California style.
You can hold it by the stem. You should probably hold it a little further down though, like that.
Yeah, that seems like a thing a normal person would do.
A normal person.
A normal person.
But what you should never ever do is hold your wine glass like this. This is not how you hold a wine glass. Don't ever do this. You'll look like a stupid, stupid asshole.
Dude, I thought that was the whole point.
No. You're supposed to look like a pretentious asshole who thinks he's better than everybody else.
Oh.
Not a stupid asshole. I'm still holding it California style, by the way. But the reason
I think that
don't
makes you
hold it-
more of a stupid asshole.
Yeah, because everybody in California is a stupid asshole. I usually just drink from the bottle, but for Psalm Stream, I couldn't be a fucking like that. I had to be classy.
Just drink it straight from the bag.
I have some black box. I've hid
Just
it in the
like put it
cupboard.
into little Ziploc bags and then you're ready to go.
Dude, I'm getting hungry and I have like just sausage to eat. So I'm probably gonna
Don't
eat
eat
some
the fucking
spicy
sausage.
sausage. It's such a good idea. Alright, follow me here. If I'm already really drunk, then I won't be able to feel pain because I'm so drunk.
Seriously, do not eat those fucking sausages.
But I literally don't have any other food.
You literally would be better off not eating anything.
I might have some trail mix. Maybe I should just eat some trail mix. Oh, but that is how you hold a brandy snifter. Because see, the thing is, wine is supposed to be a particular temperature. For white wines, they're supposed to be chilled, and for red wines, they're supposed to be, not chilled like white wines. It's room temperature, but it's really about 64 degrees or so, or like 72 or something.
Man, wine people are crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. And you can't even fucking talk to them unless you literally know all this shit. Because what I'm telling you guys is like entry level knowledge shit. It's not like the super special shit. To be a sommelier, by the way, the guys with the cups, you go to school for it, and your end exam is you have to identify over 200 different wines solely through nose and palate. So, like, you smell them and taste them, and then you say what year, where they're from, for 200 different wines.
And then if you get enough of them, you're a pretentious asshole.
You have to get all of them.
What the fuck?
It's not like you can't get an A. You have to get an A plus. Tiger Mother is your judge. Okay.
That's fucking stupid.
Oh, and if you guys ever have like a business thing, like a cocktail party or something, I mean, none of you are remotely classy, so it's probably not going to happen.
Well, I think Ski Durgan will have a cocktail party.
That's not the same kind of cocktail party.
There's cocks and tails.
Yeah, a real cocktail party has literally neither of those things.
Well, it's not real then, is it?
It is real. It's like a different name. Like how some stuff has a name that's different than the
Dude,
name.
some stuff doesn't have a name.
Well, like how you call something a thing.
No, you're being ridiculous.
Wait, it's just that the name isn't exactly what it is. Like,
It wouldn't be its name then, would it? Duh.
well, sometimes it is. I'm trying to think of an example, and I can't think of a good one.
Just because you're wrong.
Not wrong. I'm super right about this.
No, man. A real cocktail party has cocks and tails.
That's just if you go to a fur con and you go to a room party. That's a fur con room party. It's not a cocktail party.
Yeah, and why would you know that, Mr. Furry?
I'm not a furry. I read about it on the internet one time.
Because
I
you
read
wrote about it on the internet one time.
I read about how they kicked the baby furs out because their rooms all smelled like shit.
I wonder why.
Because they were shitting.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Don't even lie, Ski Dragon.
Dude, were you all eunuchs in the room party?
I'm gonna draw jizz flying out of your butt just for lying.
Is that a punishment?
Because he's a lion.
He never hit her.
Show your fucking jizz butt, Ski Dragon. That's what you get for lying.
Probably will.
Oh, my face is feeling a little more drunkenly. Alright, I'm gonna go get some Trails mix right over here. Okay, one of them says energy snack, and the other one says California fruit mix.
Dude, don't trust the Californians.
I think we've already learned that pretty hard. Let's go with energy snack.
It's probably not to be trusted either.
I have like 5 containers of various trail mixes spread around my room in various locations.
Why are they spread around your room?
I'm not sure.
Energy snack.
What? Ski. You don't have photos to prove it. Whoa. You have photos to prove that there were tails in your room. But you don't have photos to prove there wasn't some kind of gay fuck orgy in your room. Because
Dude, I was just saying there were cocks, not that there was a gay fuck orgy.
Oh. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Maybe he's gonna prove that they're all eunuchs.
You can't prove that.
Okay.
He can't. Because the person who fucked him in the ass during the gay tail fur affinity party might have just not been in the picture. You can't prove a negative.
You're just such a negative Nancy.
Man, this energy snack is pretty good. It's got like a whole buttload of sunflower seeds in it, and I love sunflower seeds.
Yeah, because they give you energy. They're from the sun.
Well, it's true, because they absorb like sun energy and make it into a seed.
If plants
So-
weren't green, they would be black. True story.
Why is that?
This fucking light is stupid.
Explain me some knowledge.
Also, if, like, there's a planet with all sorts of red light or ultraviolet or whatever, it'd be fucking black plants all over the place.
That would be pretty hot. Also, there are actually almonds in here, which we learned from the internet last night, are alkali.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move off of that.
If you go too basic, that's also bad, though.
Ski. Don't fucking lie to me. I know what you furries do. I might need some more La Crema. I went to a fur affinity one time. I already talked about it though.
Yeah, you talked about that one time you went to Fur Affinity.
No, a fur affinity, like in real life.
What? Are you getting your words confused again, Vi?
No. No, like one of those things where all the furries are.
A Furcon?
That's a fur affinity in real life.
Damn, son. Where's all the broken functions, though, in real life?
Dude, it was weird. I went to a room party when I went to the fur affinity, and there was some faggot in a fursuit. And I was like, that person's a faggot. Because it was like a girl fursuit. When they took the head off, it was actually a girl. And I was like, what? What?
Was it a hot girl?
Yeah, she was actually pretty cute.
Did you regret your current goyle?
The girl that I was trying to bang, which was why I was there. Not really,
How
because
did
she's
that
the one
turn
that.
out?
She had a boyfriend,
Dude,
but she
what?
said that it was okay if I banged her anyway.
Well, that's legit.
She had to call him on the phone to ask him if it was okay. I don't know, dude. Like,
Well, that's like super
Right.
legit then.
furries are fucking weird. I was super, super uncomfortable in the ride home from the airport.
Well, did you tell him you were fucking Bike Quest?
Because he picked us up from the airport, and I was like,
Wow.
yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything on this entire car ride. Because the only thing I could think was like, bang your girlfriend.
Well, you have something in common.
Yeah. She was weird. And we got the cheapest plane tickets we could, so part of the plane ride was on a fucking prop plane. Like,
Sweet.
that's like a plane with these things instead of jet engines. So they spin around in a circle like this.
Those are the best.
Dude, it was actually kind of fucking awesome. I really liked the prop plane part of the trip. All the furries were super nice too. I guess I shouldn't really be mean to furries because how do you hold the fucking? Oh, I can't tell. I'm just gonna fucking draw some shit.
Maybe I'm wrong, loving you dear like I do. If it's a crime, then I
What happened at your furcon? Like a trope? How many dicks did you suck? Did you get raped in the tits with tentacles?
This guy convinced him to stop being a furry.
What? Lycanthrope is not schmorky.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Legotrope, why are you saying up front that no actual sex was had? Where is this going?
Some almost sex happened like constantly. Dude, it's taken me like a really long time to draw this picture, and I'm not even drawing it good. I think I might be a little bit drunk.
Might be a little bit.
You can't prove anything else.
Dude, I can prove that you passed the fuck out.
Well, that should have sobered me up. Okay,
Fucked
so
up a
makes
lamp.
me really not drunk. Dude, my lamp. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, seriously, if there was a crash noise, all the shit that's on my bedside table is sitting upright on my bedside table. Some stuff is precariously perched on the edge, and it's still there, like this candle, and
There was like a big crash and then a
there's some
smaller
candies.
crash.
I just found some candies.
Are they good?
How did they get here?
Dude, maybe they were in the lamp. Maybe it's a
They're
magic
Fruit
lamp.
jellies.
Dude, you have a magic genie lamp.
I don't even know what a fruit jelly is. I want to eat these
Eat
guys
it.
right here.
Do it. Also, it turns out Leglotrope was like culling up on a guy.
What happened here? Okay. Some girl started cuddling you on the dance floor.
As if it was actually a
Yes.
guy.
If that was cool, and I was like, sure, why not? Anyway, that would have been nicer, but I've been saying girl. But honestly, I wasn't sure if it was a girl or a super androgynous guy.
Dude, if you have to say you weren't sure it was a fucking guy, okay, Legatro, you're just trying to lie to yourself.
I've told you guys the story about how I fucked the super creepy chick at the anime con.
Is that the one with the blood?
Yeah, that's the one with the blood.
Yeah.
That was bad because I left. I left my name tag in her room. I grabbed my lab coat, but I forgot my name tag.
Your lab coat?
Yeah, I was wearing a lab coat.
What? Oh, you were probably being a big nerd.
Dude, I went with a big group of people every year, but I would bring like 2 or 3 costumes because I thought it was funny. And when I fucked her, I was wearing my Aperture Science lab coat, and we made name tags, and they had the 138 character UN plus P code. Like, we found a site that would generate them, and it was really funny because that was on there too. But I left my name tag, and somehow she got my phone number. I don't.
Your music is
Oh.
too loud, getting bite. Whoa.
And she was like, "You forgot your name tag," and I was like, "Keep it," because I didn't want to tell her what my room number was.
Your music is too loud again, according to a dragon.
Yeah, but I really like this song.
Thought there was no longer a problem since you got XSplit.
Well, the difference is I can actually just turn it down independently of my microphone. But I just turned it down.
Now you got the Skype. It's all crazy.
It doesn't matter. Ski Dragon can just fucking deal. I'll turn it down a little bit on the export. Wait, no, that's my microphone.
Lucid
Wait,
says he can't hear it.
Alright, Lucid. I want you to tell me if you can hear the music.
They're both crazy.
Can you hear the music? It's playing a song.
Yo, dog, in my stream, the balance is perfect.
Nuh-uh.
It's probably not.
They can't hear my songs. I have so many songs, Lawyer Dog, that each of them has probably played like 4 or 5 times over the course of the stream.
Dude, I was like playing a lot of Woodbox Gang and stuff.
Woodbox Gang is good. I'm gonna play Outside for you guys. Let me fucking find that shit and just turn the repeating off. Yeah. Fucking yes. Play some shit for you guys and educate you about music. How about that? Yeah, dude, if you're listening to the audio through LD stream, you can't hear my music because my music is not in LD stream. So
It's a secret.
Oh, I'm drawing a picture. Very slowly. I'm like talking for an hour and then drawing 2 lines on the picture. But I'm gonna play Outside for you guys. Lawyer Dog, you should probably listen to Outside. It's pretty good.
What the fuck is Outside?
The name of the CD.
God damn it. Is it also by the Woodbox Gang?
No. It's by Odette. I saw them live. They smelled so bad.
What?
Dude, seriously. It was at Mardi Gras. It was. And they were playing at One Eyed Jack's, and my brother was at the bar. He was gonna meet us there. Or he was there before we were, but we were meeting at the bar. And Crew de Vue is one of the Mardi Gras parades, but it goes through Bourbon Street. It's the only one that goes through Bourbon Street. And it's adult themed, so like they always have a bunch of dick floats and stuff. It's pretty cool, actually. And
It's cool.
well, they do like titty floats too, but they do like a bunch of ridiculous shit, and it's pretty cool. And Lucid, you know what you haven't drawn for like a billion D hours before now, so fuck you. How about that?
Oh, damn.
This isn't even gonna fuck up my average for this stream.
I think passing out did that.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna explain to him, but that's why it wasn't gonna.
Oh damn, Lucid's bringing.
God
the
damn it,
heat.
Lucid. Way to make me feel bad. Good fucking job there. You draw more than me anyway. Oh, did I put it on just repeat this one song? Yeah, I'm bad at managing anything. But anyways, he smelled something awful, and he was like, what the fuck is that? And he looked around, and he saw this dude wearing like a flannel shirt with a giant beard, and he's like, man, that guy stinks pretty bad. And then that was the lead singer from Odette.
Damn, son.
And we went up and talked to him after the concert, and they smelled really bad.
Did you tell him?
No, it was fucking awesome. I was like, man, these dudes smell like shit. That's pretty rad. They don't even give a fuck.
Are you a fucking dog?
I have a good sense of smell, actually. It's like one of my most noticeable traits. I also tend to smell people.
Ski Durgan is all like, the music is still a bit loud.
Well, I want you guys to experience the music, and if I turn it down too far, you wouldn't be able to fucking hear it.
Guys, gotta have the experience, okay?
This is some good shit that I'm trying to lay down on you guys, and you need to understand it. The name of this song is Bugs.
Damn. Everybody knows Bugs is hot.
Everybody should know that. Figure out how to make life say. Fuck you, Ski Dragon. Wait, this is not the next song on the CD. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. Fuck it. I'm just gonna make it. Just let it do whatever it wants. I don't know.
Just have donor pages handle your audio balance.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn it down on XSplit a little bit.
Just throw it into
What
the
about now?
scrambler.
How's the music now? I turned it down a little bit. How is it? Tell me. Tell me, Legotrope.
Tell him
How's
to
the
go
music
trope.
now?
Do it, bitch.
Legotrope. You want me to turn it down more? What about now? How's that? I turned it down more. What about now? What about now?
Dude, there's stream like you know.
What about now? Is it okay now?
You did it you solved the day. You solved
Well, I
it.
changed it like 4 times, so which one is the best?
We shouldn't have fucking done
I
it
didn't.
the stream lag.
I didn't change it. I was just lying because I thought it was funny. I don't want to look at this picture of the penis in it. Fuck.
What?
It's a reference image for the characters I'm drawing. Maybe you don't know how this works, but I use reference images so that all the characters are picture perfect.
Why are there penises there?
Dude, the last time I drew Lynn, I was so drunk. So-
Using a picture you drew of Lynn.
No?
Explain the dicks.
It's a picture of Lynn, and there's a dick in it. Like,
Nice.
Sam literally just drew it a minute ago. Well,
Why,
not
why is there a dick in there then?
It's just a picture, and Lynn is standing there. She drew it for Crotch Day. And Lynn is like, fuck you, dude, and she's not wearing any pants. And there's some other guy there.
Oh, right.
His dick is hanging out, and he's like, my dick is hanging out. And Lynn is like, stop it! And she's bumping him with her butt.
Yeah,
there's-
I I remember now.
Yeah, dude, I fucking told you. Okay, like a trope. I might quit touching the volume, but I will never quit touching your heart.
That's deep.
It was very romantic and super romantic.
If it was a furry con, Lego Trip would probably try and hit on you.
Probably so. He would want me to put my tentacles in his big tits.
Probably.
My problem with drinking wine is you're supposed to sip it. And like, I don't know, it's just not my style.
What kind of nerd would do that?
A turd nerd. Also, you have to pour it. Oh shit, that was a bad idea.
Like, did you pour it California style? Or that, I mean, did you fucking spill it everywhere?
I need to get something. It's flying everywhere.
Just to rub yourself up against to suck it up.
With your grandma gone, it's just me and him. But he sure ain't the best. Sure, he'll catch every stick that I throw, but sometimes he's just a pest. We had a dog that we called Dozer, 'cause he rooted through the dirt.
I found an undershirt. Those are basically like bibs for adults. So,
So what actually happened?
so the Pro Strats is, well, it's not a Pro Strat for speed running, it's just a Pro Strat for showing off. You pour the wine from like really far up, like you keep the bottle really far in the air.
I do that with any drink ever.
Well,
That's what cool kids do.
well, I did that, and I did pour wine in my glass. I actually filled my glass up to the appropriate level, but when I was tapering the wine off, like bringing the bottle away, the stream just like poured all over the place. Like,
Dude, bike streams always pour all over the place.
but now I have a undershirt with some awesome wine stains on it, so that's good, right?
I think you can officially call it a wife beater now.
Dude. So when I was in France, they lost my luggage because Royal Air is a fucker, and basically they gave me this little packet. They're like, because we lost your luggage, we'll give you a packet. And I was like, okay. And the packet had an undershirt in it. And the fucking gay thing about France is that it's way more north of the equator than I'm used to being at. So the sun would come up at like 3 in the fucking morning, and I was like, that's stupid. France is stupid.
France is stupid.
And there was no way to cover the window that was in the bedroom because you had to keep it open because there were no fans. So, and it was also in the ceiling.
I think I know where this is going, yo.
So I took the shirt and I was like, this is when I realized that if I can't control the light, I have to just control my eyeballs. And so I made a sleeping mask out of the shirt. I cut the bottom off of the shirt, so it was like a shorty shirt that came down like just above my navel. And I made the bottom of the shirt into a sleeping mask that I still have. I cut a thing shaped like eyeballs out of cardboard, and this was like 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah, they didn't have any fans. They didn't have fucking ceiling fans. And France isn't like the UK or somewhere else in Europe. It gets fucking hot as shit.
Yeah, because France is dumb.
So I made the sleepy mask out of the bottom of the shirt, but I would just wear the top of the shirt anyway because it was a free shirt. And by the end of France, it was like covered in wine stains. I still have it somewhere. It's got like, it was like
That
Ratfish.
sounds pretty gay.
With these big wine stains all over it. My roommates would come over, would come back from the schools, and I would have party drinking a bottle of wine, and it would be like wine stains, and I would be wearing the shorty shirt that my gut poked out of. They're like, "What the fuck, dude? What is wrong with you?" And I'd be like, "Hey, I'm drawing porn." It was a pretty good time. Cause see, there were only 3 rooms in the house. There was the living room / kitchen / dining room. There was a bedroom, and there was the bathroom. So my computer was set up in the living room / dining room / kitchen. And so I was gonna draw porn. You know, that's not gonna stop. So they just got it to see everything full bore. I didn't even give a fuck.
Amazing.
And I drank a bottle of wine a day. Because everything's public transportation, so you can literally just be drunk all the time. Like, I would wake up in the morning, and I would drink 2 beers, and then I would go to class, and then for lunch I would drink some more beers, and then in the evening I would drink a bottle of wine.
That's just how France do.
That's, like, literally what everybody does, though.
That's how
Like,
you deal with being in France.
dude, it was so fucking hot. Like, you kinda had to, because it was so fucking hot. Yeah, dude, it was fucking hot when I was there, too. We dug through every place in the whole fucking house that we were in. And we found 2 oscillating fans, like desk fans. And we set those bad boys up. And that was like, this is when I was fucking the Mexican chick. I would go over there like every night because she had a fucking fan that was like a big standing fan. And I was like, Jesus goddamn Christ, this is awesome. Like, most nights we didn't even fuck. I would just go to sleep. I would go over there and I would just go to sleep. It's like,
You just
man,
want her for her fan.
she had a really big bed and an awesome fan. It was awesome. It's like the hottest thing ever.
The point was that it wasn't hot.
I can't draw worth a shit. I'm drunk as fuck. Dude, we went to Italy. Guess what they had in the fucking hotel rooms in Italy? They had fucking fans. Okay? Well, no, they weren't fans. They actually had air conditioners. Now, none of the air conditioners are like American air conditioners because CFCs are completely illegal in Europe. So they're just air compressor air conditioners. But holy shit, it was cold air blowing into our fucking hotel room.
Dude, holy shit, that's like the future.
And you could say, well, Italy is way further south than France, you know. But then we went to fucking Stockholm, and you know what they had in fucking Stockholm? They had fucking fans in the ceiling, everywhere, in every building we went into. You know what's fucking south of Stockholm? Fucking France. It's just like not even ceiling fans, like nothing. We went to one restaurant where they had
Dude, they are
any
way
kind
too
of
drunk to climb a ladder to get a fucking fan anywhere, okay?
dude, you could reach up and touch the fucking ceiling. We were in the goddamn attic. It was ridiculous. It was so
The
hot.
French are short and drunk.
And like our friends who were also in France. I went to Europe before this, but the last time I was in Europe was I was going to school. It was an overseas semester in France, in Lyon. And our friends, it wasn't that bad for them because their windows were in their wall. So you open the windows open sideways. Like, okay, so this is a window. Like you think of American window, it opens like this, right? Okay. Well, in France, the windows don't open like that. They have a swivel right here, and they open this way.
Holy shit.
I can just draw it for you guys, because you can see what I'm drawing. It's easy to explain stuff. So, like, for them it wasn't that bad. Lyon is way up in the fucking mountains. It's actually a really, really cool town. and they would open their sideways windows, and they were on like the 11 billionth floor, and the wind would blow through their little place, and it wouldn't be that bad, right? But we weren't. That wasn't our situation. Our situation was we were in the fucking attic, so all the windows were on the ceiling like this. And by the way, the attic went all the way down, but there was a wall right here. This is the living room. There is a wall right here. Here's a door. So like this goes all the way down to the floor, in the bathroom, in the bedroom. And the window still open sideways. It opens like this. So like, and there's only one, and it's small, and it's way up in the air. There was a special tool that was like a pole with a hook on it, just for opening the window in the ceiling. Yeah. And guess what? When the window's in the fucking ceiling like that, you don't get any flow through at all, especially when there's a wall right here and a wall right here. It was
France.
so fucking gay. And we even counted, like we were like smart about it, right? We found the place, and we were like, let's go on Google and go to Street View so we can check this place out, alright? So we go on Google, and we go on Street View, and one of my roommates spoke French, so we could like understand what the French was. And we see this place, okay? And it looks like that. And we're like, oh, wait. It looks like that. And we're like, I don't remember how you spell it, but we're like, we're on the 5th floor. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're on the top floor. Well, this is 0. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in the attic.
Yeah, the silly Europe.
It was really, really gay. The elevator went up to the 4th floor, and there was a stairwell stapled on the outside of the building that you had to go to get to our floor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking rad.
Well, that's good though, because heat rises, and you want to be hot.
No. 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 That weekend we went to Italy was like the worst thing ever, because it fucking ruined us. Because they had an actual air conditioner in our hotel room, so we weren't like hot as shit the entire time. And it was like, oh god, this is like fucking heaven. I don't even know what's going on. Like I slept all night? Really? What the fuck? How did this even happen?
It's like these people are civilized. Whoa.
And it's Italy! Italy's like barely civilized. Dude, it's taken me a really long time to draw this picture. I'm doing such a bad job.
Man, it looks like he's gonna start dissing you again if you don't draw more.
Dude, he's gonna make me feel bad. Tell him not to make me feel bad.
Dude, I can't stop him. He's unstoppable.
Let me finish off this bottle of wine right quick. I'm pouring it from really tall up.
How tall up, though?
Like 4 inches.
You should go for 10.
Well, it's easier if you use 2 hands, but I need to practice my party etiquette because you're supposed to always keep your right hand free. So I've been trying to do that throughout the stream.
For what? Slapping people?
For shaking hands, actually. Because you look like apparently, you look like a faggot if you have to actually, like, stop and put things down. So you should never eat and drink at the same time. Like, you should go get your food and, like, snarf all the fucking little finger sandwiches. And then you should go just drink the whole rest of the time. Apparently.
Just fucking hit them with the sandwich. High five.
Just keep the sandwich in your hand and, like, smash it into their hand.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea, actually.
Speed run.
I've drawn Sandy before. And I've drawn Lynn before. Now I have to draw their faces. You have to zoom in for the face. That's how you draw. Yeah.
A noisy neon sign buzzed and shined, advertising hourly rates. I asked her if she could make it. She wasn't walking so
Lego Trope knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he knows all about the tentacles.
There's no big breasts or tentacles, though. I mean, I don't mind drawing that. I will, but it's just not what I'm drawing right now. So actually, at this point, I can't guarantee that anything else will be drawn after I finish this picture. But I will. Totally guarantee that. So I guarantee that I'll draw at least one more picture.
So you can't guarantee it, but you'll guarantee it.
I just did.
You also just said you can't guarantee it.
Well, which me do you listen to, though? That's the
Well, I
question
listen
to
to
you, not me.
Doppelganger.
Dude, my doppelganger is real, but I told my friends not to kill it. Because I don't want there to be, like, some mistake where they think that they think that they're killing the doppelganger, but they're really killing me. Like,
Well, you are
I can
the
just see that
doppelganger.
happen. I don't think I'm the doppelganger.
No, dude, there's like no way you would know, though.
I think the doppelganger knows, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure the doppelganger knows.
Not if it's like a super duper legit doppelganger that, like, just knew everything you knew and then just went off.
So, like, you can't actually kill your doppelganger, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's illegal.
No, like, it's impossible. Like, you can't kill it. So they were like, well, can somebody else kill it? And I was like, yeah, but think about it, dude. It looks exactly like you. You don't want to tell your friends to kill your doppelganger. There's just gonna be some fucking horrible mistakes happening.
Dude.
That,
Why would you want your doppelganger dead anyway?
because if you see it, you'll die.
So just wear a blindfold.
Yeah, that's not actually a good solution.
Well, you could have sex with your doppelganger.
Then neither of you will be virgins.
Yeah, problem solved. Because then you'll both be blind.
There's Sandy's face. Got her done pretty quickly and easily. Let's look at Lynn over here. Where's Lynn?
Dude, she's on the right.
She's got some hairs and some ears.
Sure enough.
I like this song. This is some more Odette. Oh, butts. Let me Control Shift E this bullshit. Is Glockery still on the internet's stream?
I think she Well, she said she was gonna go to sleep, but then she talked about how you're basically like eating pork.
How am I eating pork?
No, you're like eating pork.
I don't understand what that means.
Like, the awkward romanticism and stuff. It's like eating pork.
I don't understand that, like, at all.
Dude, you're not kosher.
What?
I don't know.
No, Lucid. It's not if it knows it's you, it's if you see it. If you see it, you're fucking dead. So, you can't fuck your doppelganger. Because
Or
if
just
you
wear
see
a
it,
mask that doesn't let you see through it.
then how will you know you're fucking your doppelganger?
By smell. By touch. By heart.
I don't think that's a thing.
Sound.
Delicious. I am delicious.
Well, you can find your doppelganger by finding out who's delicious.
So I just have to kill everybody.
Well, you just have to lick them a little. Lick their eyes.
I try to do that anyway, nobody lets me.
Dude, your doppelganger would let you, though.
Except if I see my doppelganger.
Well, you
I'm
don't
gonna
have
fucking
to
die.
see him because you can just blindfold yourself.
Yeah, but then I won't know it's my doppelganger.
You will, because they'll be the one that lets you lick their eyes. 'Cause they'll be into it.
That's when I knew that Clive Barker was gay. Oh, I should probably actually give context to that statement, shouldn't I? It's when I was reading a Magica, and he fucks himself in the book.
That's not gay. Okay, dude.
Well, he's a guy.
Would not be gay if he fucked himself and he was a girl.
No, it would still be gay.
Why'd you specify that he was a guy then?
I don't know.
He don't smoke,
Just makes
she
it
don't
gayer.
drink, she don't wash, he don't stink, he don't catch, she don't pitch, she don't
Well,
moan, he don't bitch.
No, he's fucking a shape changer, but when he fucks the shape changer, it starts off with this pretty erotic description of genitals that are fairly indescribable, and then it goes, the shape changer changes into looking exactly like him, and he just keeps going.
Well, would you stop?
I'm not sure.
Well, he don't walk, she don't drive, she don't swim, he don't dive, he don't sing, she don't chant, she don't rave, he don't rant, he don't see, she don't stare,
It's
she don't
like
mind, he
fucking
don't
an
care.
identical
He don't
twin
shine,
that you were
she don't
separated
wave, she
from
don't speak,
at
he don't
birth.
dream, he don't stop, she
That's
don't
the
move,
fucking
she don't
white
fight, he don't prove, he
field
don't
effect or
take,
something.
she don't give, she don't die,
It's
he
got a
don't
name.
It's totally legit.
So like, siblings aren't sexually attracted to each other. But if people are genetically related and they're separated very early on, they'll almost certainly be sexually attracted to each other if they ever meet.
Yeah, because people basically want to fuck themselves.
I don't think that's it.
No, they've done like studies where like there are these pictures of random women and then they have one picture that's the person except morphed into a female. And they like always want to do the one that's them morphed into a female. It's totally science.
Well, this picture is actually getting done.
That's also science.
Is it? I get to draw lots of jizz now.
Whoa.
That was actually the suggestion. But I thought it was hilarious. It was Sanny and Lynn mopping up all the jizz after the stream was over.
You said you would show your roommate this.
Well, you can't. I mean, you could assume it wasn't jizz.
Maybe.
But it's not like pornographic. Like the things aren't like naked or showing titties or anything. Sammy looks a lot more unhappy about this than Lynn.
Because it's just so much wasted.
She wants to eat up all this jizz. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't think Insomnia would appreciate that.
Well, not when it's all cold. That's not legit. It was like fresh though.
And there did end up being a lot of pictures of jizz splattered all over him, so it's actually pretty legit. Lego trope knows what I'm talking about.
Does he?
Yeah. I drew his characters one time.
Yeah, he drew him fucking on a corpse.
And then the guy turned out to not actually be a bad guy.
He also drew a clean picture of a guy giving a piggyback ride.
Yeah, I did that. I don't always draw porn, but when I do, it's still sick. See, that's a popular media reference, so everyone should like me. Oh wait, Lynn has like a fucking giant tail. I forgot about that.
Never forget about that.
Motherfuckers act like I forgot about Dre.
Oh, he also did the leopard slugs one.
Lego trope, you know what I'm talking about. I like this one too.
Lego trope, you know what I'm talking about, right? I think I agree with Lego trope.
What did Lego trope say?
You know. Said some Lego trope stuff.
Lego trope, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you do.
The head and the face are at completely different angles in this picture.
That's deep.
I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what he's saying.
I probably shouldn't pour the last bit of this wine into my glass. That was me doing exactly what I said I probably shouldn't do. Where's Insomnia?
Dude,
She needs to see this shit. Because I drew it for her.
probably asleep.
You know what kind of person goes to sleep?
Same
Dumb
kind of
babies.
person that just randomly doubles the music volume.
Now I want to do that.
That's what you did right now.
I did not. I didn't fucking click anything.
That's what Lego Trope said you did. Maybe saying I did it, I don't know. Which stream are you listening to? Lego
Yeah,
Trope.
we don't even fucking know Lego Trope. Because I didn't do it this time.
All I did was turn my music down a little bit.
Oh, my mouse died. Ah, no, it's back alive again. Alright. Lego Trope, what do you want me to draw? I'll draw your picture.
Oh my god. He is so happy to be tasting wine.
He is. Well, I didn't double the fucking music volume. I didn't fucking touch literally anything.
Maybe change to a loud song.
Well, maybe you should fucking pick something, you goddamn piece of shit. That could have happened. I just turned the song down a little bit. Maybe that will fucking appreciate to your delicate goddamn sensibilities. I was hot. Yeah. So pick something. I said, well, I did lean way back in my chair. That's probably what happened. I said a bunch of insulting things, and then I said you should probably just pick something. So you should
Yeah,
probably,
Lego Trope probably just wants like tons of porn of his characters. That's all he ever wants.
and it can't be porn of your characters.
Sucks to be you, Lego Trope.
Unless you want that, then it can be that. That's fine. I don't care.
Is Psalm stream over now?
Yeah, this is the final image. It's Sandy and Ling cleaning up all the jizz.
Why would it not be his characters?
What? I don't know. Fuck. I can just make up whatever rules I want. Doesn't matter. I did a stream where it was nothing but my characters. That didn't last long because no one wanted me to draw my character.
Dude, someday I'm gonna read Bike Quest. Then I'm gonna read Zakia Quest, and then I'm gonna read The Last Unicorn.
The Last Unicorn. You should do this in the opposite order, except leave Tizaki Quest in the middle.
Dude, you're
No,
the
wait.
one that told me to read Bike Quest before The Last Unicorn.
Bike Quest won't take you that long. I think you were there, Lucid. I think you said that all of my characters sucked, and you hoped that I
Damn,
Oh, they do a
Lucid's just
tanker
being
truck.
harsh.
and disintegrated. Actually, you were there, and you requested Sky riding on the back of a one of the big crawdaddy guys from Journey, and I drew it. That was the Christmas, Merry Christmas to Everyone stream that I drew. I titled that folder The Worst Christmas Ever.
More like the sexiest.
Nobody, like, nobody wanted me to draw my own characters.
Because all people want is dick measuring contests.
I, like, cursed the entire time, and I was like, you fucking idiots. I called everybody assholes, and it was like, this stream, because it's for Christmas, it's a gift to you, so you can only suggest my own characters. I was really drunk too. It was great. I drank like a
you
whole
were
bunch of
drunk
whiskey.
for that stream.
Yeah, I know that like never happens. Dude, if you compare the quality, all right. So let's go through these. Wait. Okay. Fucking click on the picture, you stupid. Okay. God damn it. All right. I was sober and not in pain. I was in pain. I was in pain. I was in pain. I was in a whole lot of pain. I was in pain. I was in pain. I was sober.
Take away his love for his country. It's almost enough to make you believe. Well, it's almost enough to make you believe. It's almost enough to make you believe. Every war we fight is to keep us free. It's almost enough to make you believe. Yeah, it's almost enough to make you believe. It's almost enough to make you believe. It's not enough for you, and it's not enough for me. But it's almost enough to make you believe. The rich get richer and the poor get bitter. It's a curse just to be alive. If we find enough furniture to live through the winter, I want to have a better place to die. I want a better place to die in. A battlefield to fight in. A bigger hole to hide in. And commit suicide in. I'd be feeling much better if we all came together and made the world a better place to die. If Jesus comes back, as some do say, I'd ask, what do you decide? To die on the cross by the ultraviolet rays, which is the better way to die. I want a better place to die in, a battlefield to fight in, a bigger hole to hide in, and commit suicide in. I'd be feeling much better if we all came together and made the world a better place to die. Burning credit cards, not pay your tax. Put the mark of the beast to the side. You're branded at the grocery when you cash personal checks. Stand by them, print on the line. Want a better place to die in, a battlefield to fight in, a bigger hole to hide in, and commit suicide in. I'd be feeling much better if we all came together and made the world a better place to die. Gonna take my tribe outside this system, head out west and hide. Except for radiation and alien abductions, here in Nevada is nice. It's a better place to die in, a battlefield to fight in, a bigger hole to hide in, and commit suicide in. I'd be feeling much better if we all came together and made the world a better place to die. Nursing home eating steak with a spoon, and my only visitors are flies. Hope my kids are living on the moon, assuming it's a better place to die. A better place to die in, a battlefield to fight in, a bigger hole to hide in, and commit suicide in. I'd be feeling much better if we all came together and made the world a better place to die. I'd be feeling much better if we all came together and made the world a better place to die. I'd be feeling much better if we all came together, made the world a better place to die. Sometimes I think I gotta change or something's gonna give. I hope I never have to pay for all the wrong I did. There are those who cut cherry trees and couldn't tell a lie. I cut down a redwood and I blamed another guy. In this town they wanna see me dead. In this town they wanna see me dead. In this town they wanna see me dead. But they can't catch me 'cause I'm gingerbread. My hands are bloody, but I never punch a clock. I've been crying tunes from the dead man's watch. My friends say I'm misunderstood, but I know they'd
Oh, wait.
rather in this town.
You guys could hear absolutely everything that I was saying, everything, because I just muted my microphone on Skype.
We could hear absolutely. Oh, I could hear nothing. They could hear things. Fuck.
Yeah, I was dumb.
Man, I missed secrets then.
No lycanthrope, don't be a faggot. I showed him the picture of the
You just
wine.
showed your roommate the pictures, right?
I didn't show him all the pictures, I showed him the wine picture. He was like, "You're still awake, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yes." Drunk. 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 Sober. No lycanthrope. Don't be a fag. Pick something for realsies. Could be literally anything. Whatever your heart desires. Look into your heart. It can even be big titty tentacle rape. I don't care.
I bet like a trillion frills.
No, see, because I don't want to pick, that's why I do art streams. If I wanted to pick what I drew, I wouldn't take suggestion.
I bet a trillion frills that Lego Trope wants more porn of his characters.
No, dude, it's your turn. I know what I would do in your position, but I'm not going to tell you. Because you have to be clever enough to figure it out for yourself. Okay? And if you're not clever enough to figure it out for yourself, that's not my fault.
Oh, damn.
He sleeps all day on Sundays, hangs around the honky tonks at night, drinking beer and smoking cigarettes. The day they met, he swore he saw the
Why are
light.
you asking me, Lego Trope?
You already had a turn.
I had a turn.
Within 24 hours ago, even.
There's heaven in her eyes, there's a pistol in his hand. He's done
This
a
is
lot
about
of
what
living,
the
but
trope
he ain't never
wants.
been nowhere. When it comes to good and evil, they make a perfect pair. One day they got together. He was high and she was bound to fall.
I think
You guys want to see a picture I drew? I'm going to show you guys the picture I drew.
Last forever. Forever is a long, long way to crawl.
That's a picture I drew.
it sure is.
He's a devil of a man. There's heaven in her eyes. There's a pistol in his hand. He's done a lot of living. She ain't never been nowhere. When it comes to good and evil, they make a perfect pair.
Oh man. Video games.
I saved these as sci files. I guess I saved these as sci files.
That tentacles on who, Lego Trope? Gosh.
Yeah, dude, give me a character. Rupture.
Dude,
Or at least pick an animal.
I bet he wants puny Glocks. I bet you $1,000,000,000.
One night he went out
I'm not gonna do that. That's pretty gay. And I'll draw the gay arts, but they're not my favorite thing to draw.
and then there was a struggle. The gun went off and she fell to the ground.
Don't worry, man. He said not actually Jesus.
Oh, that's good that that happened.
There's a pistol in his hand. He's done a lot.
The mustache keeps going into my face. I fucking hate this goddamn beard so hard.
They make a perfect pair. When
I
it
bet Lego Trope's craving a caramello.
a perfect pair.
Caramel.
Yeah, we'll pick something. You can pick an animal. It can be a gazelle. I'll draw a gazelle.
Dude, I don't think he wants a gazelle.
I'll draw a Blessbach. Or
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm betting $1,000,000,000 he wants fucking puny Glocks.
I'll draw puny Glocks.
He has the hots for puny Glocks.
It can be
Hell.
literally all of the puny Glocks.
This cocoon turned into a butterfly.
I know where this picture is. Jesus fuck. He on my handlebars. Call me Don Quixote. Quite ironic, I suppose. We were drunk as dragons, feasting on fermented flesh of the fallen heroes. Bam, 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 bam. Give me some puny Glocks reference images in an IRC window.
So he wants you to draw tentacles stripping puny Glocks.
Fine. I'll draw like 3 pictures. I don't give a shit.
Damn, son.
That's how much I feel about Lagotropes. I think he's contributed positively to the site, and I like it when people do that. I don't contribute positively to the site. When I contribute to the site, it's always pretty negative, actually. I feel like it drags the site down.
You
Whenever I put-
contribute negative down votes, so they're actually up votes, okay? That's how it works.
I lost the Reddit. Let me see what my stats are at.
Probably
check
like
the
fucking
stats.
negative 10 or something.
Oh, I'm at like negative 15 or something. It's a lot of negative at this point.
You almost had it. You almost had it all.
Some guy replied to my post saying, "Look, I'm trying to eliminate the confusion surrounding this image. If you would explain to me what part of the image or statement is confusing, I would be happy to clarify." Which was replying to somebody saying, "What the hell?" And somebody replied to that saying, "It just looks like it just doesn't look like it's enjoying it, you know?" I gotta reply to that right quick. Yeah, but link me's all the beauty blocks in IRC. Not in the stream chat, just to be clear. In the IRC.
Dude, in the RC, or
Not-
you're basically the worst. It's like negative 5.
There was one quick blast that burned all the grass. Brightest thing that
Alright, I responded to their comment.
Oh man, what's it gonna be?
Alright, Lego tropes. I'm gonna need more than one picture. It would be nice if there was a picture that showed the whole Lego trope of the character and not just part of a Lego trope of the character. That would be good. Also, my roommate told me I should probably go to bed.
Dude, your roommate is such a fag.
He actually has a girlfriend that he bangs.
Wow, that's like super gay.
She has really big boobs, and she's not very tall.
It's like the gayest thing I've ever heard of.
Sometimes I can hear them banging.
Wow, that is Soapio gay.
She works for the FBI, actually.
Okay, that's straight.
Alright, I drank that whole bottle of wine. That's something I should have accomplished, right?
Yes.
Positive life goal. I can use more than one reference at a time. Like, you
That's
can give me
ridiculous.
multiple pictures, and I can look at them, and then use them to derive the character's appearance, even if it's more than one picture.
What if it's like more than
Whole
two?
new way to love you. Well, your dog, I found a whole new way to love you. I got a big surprise. I can't see your eyes, but I think you'll like it too. It might sneak up from behind. It's gonna blow your mind.
My mind is already blown.
I like Scissor Sisters.
I got like 4 hours of sleep last night.
Well, I got 3 hours of sleep during this stream, or 6, or whatever.
You got 6.
I don't think it was 6.
It was 6. I
Dude,
kept track. Okay.
I woke up at 6:30. I did not go to sleep at like midnight. That's stupid.
You did. I kept
That's-
track, dude.
Dude, like I just woken up. Like I